and welcome to Subjective Thoughts. And our comic for today is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles / Usagi WhereWhen issue 4 by IDW. Now there is fighting, killing, robots, giant robots, and an explosion in this one. So if you are in any way squeamish, you have been warned. Also, spoilers. Alright, here's the team. And let's dive in. Now, at the end of issue 3, Usagi, the Turtles, the Ninja Lady and her Ninja Clan, his cousin, and Jethro, who may or may not be his son, were about to go on a mission to gather information about WhereWhen. I mean, go closer to the castle to investigate. So the issue starts with father and daughter going through the forest around WhereWhen's castle. Uh, the father is blind, and his daughter says she wishes she could see things like he does, because he senses that something is coming. And very shortly, an army, not an army, but like 5, 6 robots, even more, spring on them and start attacking them. Now the father and daughter fight, and they fight, and then that's it. We move on from them. I'm not really sure what was the point here. Are we going to see them later or not? I presume they were killed because they're fighting against robots, even though they have swords and they're both trained. I don't know. Because if we're not going to see them in issue 5, then I don't know what was the point of them. I mean, they didn't appear before. So I love how they don't really look alike. I think the father might be a pig, and the daughter might be a cat. These are humanoid animals. Though his snout seems to be added on and tied with a rope around his face. I'm confused and intrigued. Anyway, we go on to Tomo. She's standing on top of the hill, worrying about Usagi and everyone. Lord Norioki approaches her and asks her if she's worried and all. And then one of his counselors approaches and says, we should continue on and not stay here, as the orders of the shogun. But Lord Norioki wants them to stay another day to let the wounded rest and to bury the dead after the attack of the mole ninjas. The counselors, they're taking a tone with Lord Norioki, and Tomo calls them out on it. But then it's all settled. Of course, they're going to do as Lord Norioki wishes. So it's settled. Tomo keeps looking on, and Lord Norioki leaves. And we go to Usagi and the turtles and everyone. They're also standing on top of a small hill about to go down into the forest. They see WhereWhen's castle, and there's a strange glint to it that they don't quite understand. The ninja leader, the cat lady, she says that she sends some scouts forward and wondering where they are. Sorry. They go ahead inside the forest and they find that the scouts have been killed. And they're not sure what caused these wounds until giant robotic spiders appear. They start fighting them and they manage to destroy them. And then they wonder how, Leo comments on how did WhereWhen manage to build such, such robots in 17th century era. So now at least I know what the time period is. Because there's not yet technology, so high advanced technology, I mean. So how he did it was he built them. There's a clockwork mechanism, and as you can see, that's an example of one of them. There's a clockwork mechanism inside, and the way it's powered is through a transmitter, which I do wonder how the fuck he built. Then again, building and inventions isn't my strong suit. But anyway, it's powered, and that's how he keeps them moving. Because the clockwork engine, you think he constantly would have to wind it up or something. And then they're starting to think how until Leo says as he was wondering what kind of energy. There's no rivers nearby, no windmills. It's like atomic energy, but that wouldn't exist yet. And he says solar, and then Donnie's like, that's it. That's why there was a strange glim to his castle. The whole castle is covered with solar panels. So essentially, he has a bloody giant battery to power all of his robots, no matter which ones. So as they talk about it, another robot appears, a bloody giant dragon, and this one is a lot harder to fight because he's bigger and made out of tougher material, and they do their best. Then they almost don't defeat him, but then Raphael, he jumps on him from above and shoves his, I forgot what the weapon is called, but he shoves them both right into his eyes, the robotic eyes. Then he falls off, and they still fight him, hitting him with swords, but it's not gonna help. And then the ninja cat lady, the leader, she takes out a bomb and throws it inside the dragon's open mouth, and he explodes. And that's it. He has been defeated. It has been defeated, I should say. So they realize that probably the most deadliest of robots are much closer to the castle. So inside the castle would be the most deadly robots that WhereWhen has. Then we move on back to Tomo. She's again standing on the hill, and Gen approaches her, the rhino. They're talking. He's asking her, "Are you worried about Usagi?" And she said, "I know you are as well." And he said, don't worry. It's just a regular intelligence mission. They just went to gather intelligence." But Tomo's like, "There's been so many deaths," and then she apologizes because in issue 3, spoilers for issue 3, Gen loses his wife to the Mole Ninja Clan. But then Tomo tells him, I have a premonition. And then and he says, well, and then they hear noise. And they're like, what's that? And then they look ahead, and you see like something's approaching. And then I think, again he said, "That's trouble." And then, like the last panel, we see the army of WhereWhen's robots approaching. Not approaching, marching. And that's it. That's where the issue ends. Alright, let's get to let's start with the cover. I already mentioned, I think, in a few of these videos, I got the Stan Sakai ones. Here we go, in its full glory, you see? They are fighting. Again, like, look, Tomo's there, but in the comic, she's not. I mean, again, it's just the cover, but you think it should be, remove Tomo. She wasn't even there. Yeah, no, I just find that a bit misleading. But maybe it doesn't matter. Still, a gorgeous cover. I love Stan Sakai's art, and that's really cool. Oh, there we go. Alright, now for the interior art, I'll just show you. It's a shame I can't show you the dragon. He's really cool, but he's also on the last page. And on the last page, but like way inside. There you see, there's the daughter and father. You see, like, look, his snout is attached by rope. So I'm confused as if he's supposed to be also some kind of cat or is he supposed to be a pig. Now, if the snout was pink, or at least not attached with a rope like that, I'd assume he was a pig. I guess maybe it's like these are humanoid animals, but not in the sense of they must only mate with humanoid animals of the same species, I suppose. Perhaps. You see? There we go. So, I've already said I love Stan Sakai's art. There we go. You see the ground is shaking because the robots are approaching. And that's it. See, I'm a little bit still confused why we were shown these guys. I mean, was it to just show that the robots were around? I mean, we've already seen that, so I'm just confused. What was the point? Unless again, we will see them in issue 5. Sorry if you could hear a phone ringing. Okay, so that was the art. To the story, it's getting closer, and I was wrong in the last video. I said it was gonna be issue. There's gonna be 6 issues to the story, but no, there are actually 5. So that's it. This is issue 5 is gonna be the last one, and I now wonder how is it gonna conclude then? Because they have to. I mean, they're gonna be stuck there. It has to conclude, I suppose, with Turtles returning, but I'm starting to doubt that. Although if they reach inside the castle, maybe the turtles will grab WhereWhen and get themselves back into their own time. Because all they have to do is just destroy the castle, and the robots won't have any more power. As in, without the solar power, they're kind of there's nothing they can do. So I think maybe that'll be the plan for issue 5. We're going to see a castle destroyed. But I'm not entirely certain. And I do wonder if we'll see the pig guy and his daughter again. Or, again, if that was just to briefly show the robots or something. I don't know. But regardless, I enjoyed the issue. I look forward to issue 5, which I have, so I will read it very soon. And see how this little mini story concluded. I will say now already, I think this could have also been. Well, that could have been, but I would probably already now recommend that if you pick this up, you just get a trade of it. Although stuff do happen, there's not that much stuff that happens in between. I think it's the kind of story that's best read it all at the same time. Just read it all together in one go instead of in parts. Although, again, not that much happened, so you won't forget what happened, but, just might as well get a trade and just knock it all off at once. But yeah, that was it. I will now, like I said, I will get to issue 5, and I look forward to see how this one concludes. And, well, oh, and I wonder if we'll get to see the bodies of the mole ninjas. Because WhereWhen had all those fuckers killed. Well, honestly, doing a favor to everyone. Alright, folks, so that is it. Let me know. Have you been reading, the series? What do you think about it? Did you like it? Did you not? Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? And that is it. Now remember, collect what you're passionate about and share it on YouTube. Bye!